Chapter 5, Key Business Functions. Part 2. In Part 1, we have come across Human Resources Management. F stands for Financial Management. O stands for Operations Management. Now we are going to cover another 3 business functions. All right. 5.4, Marketing Management. What is the role of marketing management? Marketing management is a process of planning and executing the concept, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, and services to create sales that satisfy organizational objectives. Again, for the last 3 functions, we always mention to satisfy, to accomplish, or to achieve organizational goals or objectives. Right here, marketing management has another function, is to make sure the products, that means the goods and services are created to become sales. That is a kind of organizational objectives. So right here you see another concept called pricing, promotion, distribution of ideas. All these things can be accomplished by means of what we call marketing strategies. We'll come across marketing strategies in the later PowerPoints. All right, part B, marketing, importance of marketing management. One of the importance of marketing management is to conduct marketing research. What marketing research will do is to gather records and analyze data about different problems. One kind of the problem is to evaluate the sales potential of new product. That means if your company is going to launch a new product, you will try to see by means of conducting marketing research to see or to evaluate if the sales is profitable or not. That means if the new products can be profitable, that means will lead to more sales and more profit to the company. Second, marketing research will reveal the effectiveness of advertisements. You know, the cost of advertisement is maybe very great for a business. Usually, if you hire a superstar to promote your product or services, you know, such kind of cost should be assessed if it is effective or not. So marketing research may try to reveal the effectiveness of the advertisement. Number 3, marketing research will try to predict the impact of price adjustments. Let's say if McDonald's is trying to increase the price of the set lunch, set meal, he'll try to see if such a price rise or price adjustment will cause a great decrease in sales or not. That means most of the customers will try to reduce the consumption of hamburgers or set meals. Number 4, the research is trying to obtain feedback from customers. Once the advertisement is launched or new product is launched or the price has been adjusted, the companies will try to see if there are different impacts to the customers, and the research will try to get some information from the feedback from the customers. Another importance of marketing management is to formulate marketing strategies. Many people refer to marketing strategies as the 4 P's of marketing. The 4 P's stands for number 1, product, number 2, price, number 3, place, number 4, promotion. For product, it means one of the strategies is to produce the products, that means goods or services that consumers want. That means the product should meet the expectations of consumers. Whether the product should be high profile or low brand, so the company should position product in order to meet consumers, which may be of high salaries, income group, or low grassroots level. Okay, number 2, price. the company has to determine the appropriate price of the product. If the product is so competitive when compared with the other companies, the price can be set higher because of the quality of the products. All right, number three, place. The place means the channel, the distribution channel for the product to be sold to the customers. Number four, promotion. The company has to determine the types of channels. For example, advertising. Of course, the company may also make use of discount. It means a quantity discount, coupons, buy one get one free strategies in order to promote the product. Of course, the strategies is to try to make the consumers aware of the product. Number three, marketing management will try to perform customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is very important because the company will always build good relationship between the business and the customer. The control process of marketing management. It means if the marketing strategies have been performed or launched effectively and efficiently, the customer relationship will improve. That means this is a kind of control process in order to check or assess if the management functions have been performed effectively. Quick quiz. Identify the marketing strategy each of the following belongs to. A. Name of the product that is easier to remember. Among the 4P strategies, name of the product, that means product strategy. That means in order to attract the attention of the customers, the company will try to create a very familiar name of the product so the customers will easily remember it. Number two, B, sell the new product at cost. At cost. Of course, it's about pricing strategies. C, build a branch network. Branch network. A branch means a place for the products to be sold. That means it's a place strategy. E, organize home visits for salesperson to present the product. Salesperson has a function to promote the products. So it is a kind of promotion strategy. Okay, this question asks you to comment on the statement. Providing a quality product is a good marketing management. This is an equation. It means the equal sign. On the left side of is providing a quality product. On the right side of is means a good marketing management. It implies that a good marketing management means providing a quality product. Of course, it is not correct. Marketing management involves a lot of things, especially the 4 strategies. So, referring to answer, it is not correct. It is because marketing management is a process of planning and executing different marketing strategies to achieve organizational goals or objectives. It means you must first state the definition or meaning of marketing management before you go on to comment this statement. Okay, the second paragraph, you are answering directly why this statement is incorrect. Okay, providing a quality product is just one part of marketing strategy. Or moreover, providing a quality product may not fully satisfy target customers' wants. It does not mean good marketing management. Very important keywords. Providing a quality product may not fully satisfy target customers' wants. Remember, some customers, target customers, especially those high-income group, may not just want a quality product. It just want the branding, want the recognition of the product by the others. So a quality product is only one part of it. Okay, after the marketing management, we are going to information management. It is a process of collecting, processing, maintaining, and presenting information to assist decision making. Remember, the final objectives is to assist decision making. So the information manager has to do about collecting, processing, maintaining, and presenting information to different departments in order to help them to make decisions. Okay, what is the role of information management? Information management can increase the performance of efficiency and effectiveness of workers. Still remember the two key words in management function? One is called effectiveness and the other is efficiency. Effectiveness means direction. It means whether uh, the firm can successfully achieve the goals or objectives. It's called effectiveness. If the company is highly effective, it means the company can be highly successful in achieving its objective. Once the company is effective enough, we're going to talk about efficiency. Efficiency means the use of resources. That means if the company can use the resources in a wise way or at low cost in order to achieve the objective. Why is information management important? First one, we have mentioned about collecting information. Information and data. Before we go ahead, we should distinguish between information and data. There are two different concepts. Data is much simpler than information, just like some figures which are meaningless if the data has not been processed to become more meaningful information. Data should be converted into information. Such kind of information should be relevant, timely. Relevant means should be related to what you should be, what it aims to have. Timely means up to date, accurate, of course, easy, without error. Adequate means sufficient, enough, and cost effective. That means and produced or collected at a lower cost after processing. That means the data will be processed into useful information. Once the data are collected, the data will be processed into useful information. So let's go on. The data and information may be processed and analyzed upon the request of different managerial departments, such as Human Resources Department, F stands for Financial Department, O stands for Operation Department, R stands for Risk Department, M stands for Marketing Department. Information management helps managers, managers of different key business functions to obtain information to make decisions. After all the information has been analyzed, they should be maintained in a proper way. That means the information manager has to find ways to keep the data and the information in a proper and organized way so that the future access can be easy and efficient. That means you should keep the data in a proper form and organized form so that if you want to get back the information from the computer, you can easily access the files or folders in the computer or the internet. The last part of the information management is to present the information. They should be presented in different ways, such as tables, graphs, bar chart, histograms, or pie charts. This question is trying to test if you know the differences between data and information. A, closing price of a certain share. Okay, is it a data or information? Look at this, the word price. The price is a figure. Is a number, which is meaningless if analysis have not been processed or conducted. So it is only a data. B, production cost of competitors. Again, production costs are figures which are meaningless unless you will compare the production cost of the competitors and the production cost of your company. So it is again the data. See, the causal relationship between increase in advertisement expenses and sales volume. This becomes more meaningful because you compare the advertisement expenses and the sales volume to see if you increase the advertisement expenses, if the sales volume can be increased as well. So you try to see if there's a causal relationship. Causal relationship means the increase in sales is the result of an increase in advertisement expenses. This is called causal. Causal something like cause and effect. So it is about information. Okay, question. Mr. Chen is the owner of a grocery store. In order to formulate a strategy, he wants to understand the price information of his competitors. These 4 reasons how information management helps Mr. Chen's decision making. The 4 reasons is about the key roles of information management. First one is maintaining information. This means the information collected has to be stored properly for future use. This is not property; it should be properly. Properly. And second, to present information. Mr. Chen should remember you should apply the case instead of just writing the standard answer. Mr. Chen should short, not short, wrong spelling. It should be sort, S-O-R-T. Sort important information, display the important information, and only or emphasize the products that the competitors have lower prices in different colors. Okay, again, continued. Mr. Chen should collect information. How can Mr. Chen collect the information? Of course, he may go to the stores of the competitors, or he may ask his friends or others, such as employees, to go to visit the stores of his competitors and record the price. The last one, Mr. Chen should process the information, not just to list these data, but he should process the information such as to categorize the information and compare the prices of different stores. Let's see the case, modern herbal tea shop, Hong Fook Tong. You can see the picture. You always see it's a chain store. There are a lot of branches around Hong Kong. Let's think, number one, what is Hong Fook Tong's promoting? Okay, every business have to promote the concept that its customers should know and recognizes. So number one, Hong Fook Tong is promoting the concept of the Chinese tradition of using natural herbs with no additives. That means about healthiness. Number two, describe the 4 main marketing strategies of Hong Fook Tong. 4 main marketing strategies. Do you remember 4P? Number one, P stands for product. You should apply in this situation. The product of Hong Fook Tong, of course, if you go on to study marketing in the tertiary institution, you should study carefully the business of Hong Fook Tong and study if any the financial reports to know more about Hong Fook Tong. You should know that Hong Fook Tong will always sell bottled beverages and festive food. For example, creams, herbal teas, soaps, festive foods, and health drinks with no additives. Number two, P stands for price. Of course, Hong Fook Tong should sell the products if any to give a discount to somebody who should have some privileges buying these products. This is what we call members. C, promotion. Hong Fook Tong invite singer Ivana Wong to be the promoter of of the brand in TV advertisements and printed promotional materials. The last but not least, place. Hong Fook Tong sells bottled beverages at retail shops in Hong Kong and selling overseas. Number 3, please give the advantages and disadvantages for Hong Fook Tong to sell festive food. Advantages is to increase income sources. Of course, if Hong Fook Tong sells the food in different famous festival in Hong Kong, you can increase the sales and income sources. Or you may also say this can diversify the products. That means you may not be so single tone for Hong Fook Tong to sell herbal products, but during major festival, Hong Fook Tong may sell some products in order to meet the demands of customers during these festivals. But there should be also disadvantages, because if such a festival food is not related to health foods, this may ruin the image or reputation of Hong Fook Tong, because you will have controversial argument among customers to see if Hong Fook Tong is doing right or wrong. Of course, there may be another disadvantage that the operation cost may be increased, because it is not within the normal production that Hong Fook Tong has to make a special arrangement in order to produce the festive food. So the operation cost may, in this case, will increase. Number 4, apart from strengthening customer relations, why did Hong Fook Tong set up Hong Fook Tong Club? Which two business functions does it involve? The club is to increase the sales of Hong Fook Tong. Every business will set up its club, especially giving this discount to its club members. Is to try to increase sales. Second, to gather information of customers. If you are one of the club members, the Hong Fook Tong will collect your information, and it will process what kind of food you always buy, where do you live. All such kind of information may be useful for Hong Fook Tong to promote or to diversify its products in the future. The business functions involved are marketing management, because Hong Fook Tong has to promote the product to the club members. Of course, Hong Fook Tong will try to attract customers to become its club members. Another one is information management. Of course, once the information of the club members has been inserted in the internet or through application forms, such kind of information will be collected and processed for future use. The next one is risk management. Once we are talking about risk, you're quite unfamiliar with the word risk. You should know that risk is a variability in outcomes about losses. First of all, once we are talking about risk, it should be related to losses instead of profit. We will not talk about risk to make profit. We should always use the word risk to related to making losses. So risk does not mean that it is for sure losses will be made, but there is a chance of the outcomes that will lead losses. Second, of course, what we call losses are undesirable desirable effects to a business, not good effects, right? And the role of risk management is to identify and evaluate of losses faced by an organization. That means if you are a risk manager, you should try every day, every month, regularly to identify and evaluate the losses faced by an organization. Once an organization is doing businesses daily, it will face losses all the time. So the risk management uh, is to try to reduce the losses or avoid losses faced by the organization. The importance of risk management is to identify risk. Risk management involves estimating the possibility and frequency of such a loss and its impact on the business, such as theft, 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 something like stealing. Say for example, 7-Eleven, the risk manager will always see the possibility and frequency of uh, stealing, stealing in every shop, so that you'll see if there is an urgency in setting up a surveillance system. Surveillance system. That means such kind of a barcode system with the surveillance system will try to ensure all the products have been paid before they leave the shop. But you see, 7-Eleven does not install surveillance system in every shop because the risk manager will see uh, no no need when comparing the installation cost and maintenance cost when compared with the stealing case every day. Second, we'll talk about risk strategies. Marketing strategies, 4P, and risk strategies. We have always also have 4 risk strategies. One is called risk avoidance. Another one is risk reduction. Next, risk assumption. And last, risk transfer. Okay, let's talk one by one. First one, risk avoidance. Avoidance means to not avoid the risk. How can we avoid the risk? It's very simple. Do not engage in activities associated with a specific risk. That means if you are afraid of being taking a loss, never do it. So example is do not operate in unfamiliar new markets. That means the market is so new to you and so unfamiliar to you that you do not see how much loss will be incurred when you launch a new product. Okay, the choices is when the potential loss is so great, the risk avoidance should be adopted. That means you should compare the potential loss and the benefit when launching the project. Okay, the next risk strategy is risk reduction. That means we will go on to take a project, but we will try to take preventive measures to minimize the potential hazards and loss, such as for a hotel, for a lot of restaurants. It is what the law requires that the hotels and restaurants must install a sprinkler system. That means a water splash system and whole fire prevention application. That means hotel does not allow its customers to smoke in the hotel room, or an hotel restaurant will install sprinkler system once the fire broke out. Or another way, the company would hold fire prevention education to teach how fire can be prevented in the office or in the hotel. Okay, the choice of this strategy is when the measure to reduce risk are cost effective. Effective, that means when compared with the benefit, the cost is not so high. So if the cost is not so high when compared with the effective, the risk reduction method should be adopted. The third one is the risk assumption. Risk assumption means the business itself assumes the risk. it takes all the risk. When the business is big enough, it will hold reserves for contingency use. There may be another case that a restaurant will assume the risk of its cutlery being stolen. Cutlery means forks or knives are being stolen by the customers because some customers will see it is memorial for them to keep the fork or knife. But sometimes it may be useful for them to be used at their homes. Of course, when this company buys buy insurance, the premium for the insurance plan may be very high as compared to the loss of this cutlery. So usually these risk will be assumed by the restaurants. That means they will not buy insurance in order to protect the loss. In this case, you see when potential loss is small, the risk assumption should be adopted. Okay, the last one is called risk transfer. Transfer to where? Transfer to other parties, such as insurance company, so that the insurance company will cover the losses when the risk occur. Say, for example, an hotel will buy fire insurance because the risk of fire, the loss due to fire, can be transferred to the insurance company, such as AIA, Prudential, AXA, so and so. When the risk can be transferred by insurance, risk transfer should be adopted. That means when insurance company accept the premium from the companies, that means the risk can be transferred to the insurance company. It may be cost effective for these firms to transfer these risks, such as you may buy insurance, such as accident insurance, health insurance, in order to protect yourself against money losses when you have to go to the hospital or you encounter some kind of serious accidents. Okay, quick quiz. Determine whether the following statements are correct or incorrect. It is about the risk strategies. A hotel installing smoke detectors is the strategy of risk reduction. Is it correct or incorrect? Smoke detectors. That means when fire breaks out, the smoke detector become effective to reduce the loss of fire. Is it correct for this statement? It is correct because the smoke detectors will try to alert those smokers not to smoke. B, a factory buying fire insurance is the strategy of risk assumption. Remember the words risk assumption refer to the company will take the risk itself. Of course, when you buy fire insurance, you are going to transfer the risk to AIA, AXA, Prudential, Manulife. So it is incorrect. C, the restaurant stopped selling food from that contained beef to avoid the risk of mad cow disease. The strategy of risk avoidance. Very, very simple. Avoid. The second line, avoid the risk. The last word, avoidance. Of course, stop selling food. That means something like you. Many shops will not accept $1,000 note in Hong Kong because they will not hope. Okay, they hope not to receive default money. Okay. Okay, multiple choice. Task of risk management. Task of risk management. A, select the most appropriate methods to manage the potential loss. B, monitor the effectiveness of risk management. C, identify and calculate the potential loss. The answer is simple. It seems that all A, B, C are correct. After talking about the 6 key business functions, high form, we're going to discuss the interrelationship and integrated nature of different business functions. Look at this. Look at the diagram. You see the human resources management. The manager is interviewing the salesperson to see if he can meet the sales target. He could meet the sales target last year. After interviewing the salesperson, the report will be sent to the marketing manager in the marketing department to see if he can get some recognition by his boss or some compensation or bonus in this year. Okay, let us look at a case of a company selling organic food. Let's integrate all the 6 functions in the following case. Human resources management. The manager will hire a purchaser to perform the task required. That means for the organic food shop, the company will try to hire some professionals to buy in different kinds of organic food. For finance, of course, without money, the shop cannot be run properly. So Mr. So can ask or invite a partner to join the business in order to raise capital. For the operations, it is about the layout. We call it design the setting of the shop so that the customer walking in will feel comfortably. Go on, marketing. Without being known, the business cannot go on. So Mr. So should execute the 4P, okay, marketing strategies. You should give examples. This is an example by contracting a magazine to advertise. Information management. Of course, get the information on the selling prices of other organic food. That means to collect information from different competitors. Risk management. Of course, buying insurance for a shop to transfer risk is very common because without buying insurance, all the losses will be borne by Mr. So. Question. There are different ways for information management to support the other business functions of the organic food shop. List 3 of them. Information management is a supporting department to the other key business functions. Look at the answers. It can assist the marketing by gathering consumption data and analyzing which product is the most popular. That means information management will ask its employees, its subordinates to get the information of the consumption data and analyze which product in its shop is the most popular among customers. Second, it can assist operations, for example, gathering information on how much time needed for each customer. That means if customers has to queue to line up for a long time before money is paid, they will feel very unsatisfied. So the information management will help the operations management to improve the efficiency of the work in progress. Next, it can assist human resources, for example, by gathering information on job applicants and selecting appropriate people to interview according to the backgrounds of the applicants. Okay, this is the end of chapter 5.